So, good evening everybody, welcome to another Monday night OTL. We're on season 3, round 10, and tonight we come to Belgium, and oh my god, I've just blew my own bloody head off with my own talk on my own thing with to watch chat. I am joined from the start this evening by my compadre Jensen. How are we, sir?
Yeah, good. Enjoyed my holiday, back in business.
Yes,
For some
well,
OTL comms.
not quite full business because it's not a regular occurrence. We don't want to see you here at the start of comms, although it's nice to have you here. We know you have other things on, so we would rather see you join comms late. That means you're finishing races and having good races. But that aside,
Yeah.
we come on to Spa and a championship that's starting to look a little bit more open. Jensen, Mike's lead is slowly coming down. He extended it a bit last week, but I think that was luckily. I think there's drivers starting to really pile on a bit of pressure, and I think we're going to see that 80-point advantage slowly and surely come down as we come in to what is essentially now just about the second half of the season, or the last race of the first half of the season.
Yeah, he's been all over the place.
Yes,
The last few
and
races.
he's turned line off, so
The no assist Mike.
yes,
Ooh.
so that changes the dynamic for Michael personally. So races might become more survival. He may just be focusing on now he's got the points buffer, so we might not see him attack at the front, and he might be right in the thick of that mid fight, just trying to churn the points out and keep the advantage up as much as possible. So Spa,
Well,
Jensen, you're
yeah.
the man of tyres. What is our
Yes.
optimum strategy for this evening?
Soft medium, or medium soft. There you go.
Easy
Pretty
peasy.
simple. Yeah. I think maybe the mediums could do quite a bit of the race distance. It's possible to possibly do the whole race distance on the mediums. So
Ooh.
there's only pretty much two strategies to pick, I think, considering any situation. But yeah, we'll see what they go for, but that's probably the most common one.
Yes, so Jensen is obviously our stats man. He's always absolutely spot on as well with his calls, his times, and everything in between. Here I said shouldn't be coughing as much this week, and I've already coughed 2 minutes into the stream. Mike and Stephen, good evening, welcome. It's a pleasure to have you along with us. The chat is very quiet. There's not enough people in the stream, we might need to spam it a bit. Oh, there you go Mike, that should have been told. Your old dad getting you seen to. So who will be our first man out? I think it's young Mitchy Mitch. It is, no it's not. We have Mike. Oh, let me do some audio balancing, that's very noisy.
Mike was way early.
So interesting to watch Michael progress. So you're probably going to see lap times come to him rather than him maybe hit the ground running straight away. Need a full track map up as well. So drivers on form, Jamie Enright, Nelly as well, been on a strong bit of form. You know, Mike's always there or thereabouts. Whether the assist change this evening has an impact on his race, we will yet to find out. Drivers who've had form and had shit luck, excuse my French. Pedro, want to see him doing well. We get some new names on the leaderboard as well. Shifters, Senna comes back, and Shiv. So it'll be interesting to see where the new names filter. You say Michael's going to piss this, Stephen? I'm not so sure, mate. He's got the line off. No more racing line for Michael, so life is not so easy. I'm not saying he can't drive without the line, just take a lot more focus. There's we have a big bit of traffic in sector 2. I think the majority of the grid is actually on track in that place. It's Shifters is going to let Jamie go through in his medium compound tyre. So Mike is going to be the first man to open a lap. Down through Radion and up through Eau Rouge for the first time. DRS pops open. And we will get sector 1 split at the top end of the straight. Jensen will be able to know if it's a competitive split or not. 30.3 sector 1. I don't know if Jensen's series, maybe I'll take the public for a second. Oh, yes, here.
It's a little bit off. I'd say you want to be near the mid 30s or the 30 dead, but it's still alright. Actually, I think a good sector 1, I think I'm relating to the previous patch. A good sector 1 would probably be 30.2 or 30.3 and good.
I think that was a little, yeah, definitely looked that way there. And for a man that's just turned the lane off, he looks very steady here. A nice, collected first lap on the board. Well, he's not going to bank a lap here, but he's definitely getting the feel on the track. Let's jump on to, I think Nelly maybe... No, it's not Nelly who is our lead McLaren. I think it might be Skarma, our next man on a hot lap. He's actually got somebody coming through as well. So we have a lot of cars here actually coming through. The two Williams boys very close. Pedro has his teammate not far behind, and Shiv. So Pedro look committed to the soft. That'll be an interesting one.
So Mike pushing another lap here.
Good evening, Mikey. Thank you for joining us. Skarma slots the first time in the board on 46.3, but I think Pedro will go in front of that in a 44.5. A reasonable first lap in there for Pedro. Shiv goes in a 44.2 and Ranger does a 44.8 in his medium compound tyre, so that was a much stronger lap on the medium. And Rob Will slots in a 43.8 now, jumps onto that pole position. We're going to see some lap times coming in. Jamie goes in a 43.9, only a tenth and a half behind Rob's. His shifter goes in a 42.7. That's a good jump, almost a second advantage there to Rob Will's. That is a huge time chunk difference. Where is Nelly on invalidated runs? And that's a thing, this is a thing Nelly's been struggling with recently, Jensen. Qualifyings have not been as smooth as he would like them to be. I'm almost sure of that. Every run and every qualifying time he's got in, it's always last minute in the session. He's been just struggling to find the rhythm early in the qualifying, so I think that's going to be something he's going to be trying to work on. Because we know Nelly looks to bring the most out of himself as much as possible. There's a lot of invalidated laps on the board at the moment. Your money as a Matoman not to win. I think you're definitely getting your money back then, Stephen. Easy dub. I think Mike's maybe just got some fuel in the car. He's had to get out of that there up at turn 4. So on board with young Ethan on his medium compound tyre, and this will be a track I think suits F. Lewis down to an absolute T. It's a track that goes to all of his strengths, so I think we could see F. Lewis be pretty strong here. .5 sector 1, it's pretty good. Oh, small bit of wobble there, keeps it in check. Racing line, people being exposed. Oh, I think Mike's going to actually go for a medium run. I think he's got some fuel in the car. back on board with young Ethan as he heads down to Puyon for the first time. Carries tremendous speed, small lift of the throttle, no downshift. Good evening, Skarma. Jensen is here somewhere in the depths of the background.
Yes. Yeah.
He's here. So where can F. Lewis go? I reckon he's going to go easily inside the top 4 on his medium compound. Can he get himself inside the 43s close to Jamie? I think if he gets close to Jamie in this lap he'll be reasonably happy as he tucks it up nicely into the first part of the bus stop. Picks up the throttle just nice, not too much, and it's going to be a low 44, 44.3 for Ethan. He goes into P5. So he's just a little bit off the top 4 like I thought he would be. ENTXJ, our only driver this season that's finished every race, Mr. Consistent. There's a start for yous. The only driver in OTL to finish every race. It's a good start to have. It shows why he's close to that top 3 position in the championship. Out of last corner he comes, and this is going to be in the 43s, I think it is. 43.9 for ENTXJ on the soft compound tyre, slots himself into P4 at the moment. And who's this in the Mercedes? That's Ranger on and out. He's got a hot lapper behind though, and I think it's Merkel on a hot lap. Mike's had a moment. We'll go on board and show the world I'm doing some things. I don't think F. Lewis is on the lap, he is not, so... Jensen really enjoys sandwiches. Oh, that is tough words there.
You're perfect,
oh, Mike's round again. Fingers must have invalidated that first run. Where is Mikey lighting up the sectors? He's on some PBs. Look to be somewhere in the 16s in that second sector split, so he's looking reasonably competitive as well. A lot of drivers now ditching off the soft compound tyre, the medium compound tyre. I think we're going to see the majority of the field go for the softs. Into bus stop, nice and tidy. Squeeze the throttle on, DRS open, to the line he goes. And he goes P10 in a 44.8. That midfield is very, very tight. ENTXJ just coming in, doing a Kimi Räikkönen at the pits there. Where is our Merkel? Oh, he's in the 14s. The sector 2 split, so Merkel, I mean, he's going into the 43s here. I think he's going to attack the top 4. If he keeps it nice and tidy through bus stop and gets a really good exit out of the last corner, he should be very competitive here, I think. It's going to be a low 33 here at 43 here. It is a 43.2 for Merkel and slots himself into P2 at the moment. Dixie's still committed to the medium compound, so does he feel like he can get inside the top 10 on the tyre? That'd be a great effort from Adam if he can get that done. Oh, that's his teammate coming up. Is he going to get a little blasted toe? Oh, he's going to... Ranger's going to tuck in for a little bit of one. So Jensen, looking at the leaderboard right now, who do you think looks best for pole? I think Shifters looks a bit far ahead of everybody at the moment.
I think Jamie Enright might have a good go at it.
tyre delta here is like 1 second, right?
It's about 1 second, yeah.
Yeah, so, oh yeah, I'm forgetting. I thought it was only a half second delta initially, but I forgot it was up at the second. So yeah, Jamie's got a mid 42 in him as we get a yellow flag. Sector 3, I think that's just somebody going into the pits. Can Ranger be up on his time? Sector 2 split, has he got any more time in the pocket? We're very close and he's 1.1 seconds up, so Ranger's going to go into the 43s here as well. 43, well, I mean, Ranger could attack the top 4 here. If he holds that 1.1 seconds, he's going to bank a 43.7 and go right behind Jamie. What have you got through the last couple of corners, Ranger? Can you keep it up? A top 4 start would be an astronomical place to get yourself at the moment, and as a car kind of glitched in front of him there, that was very strange. And it is going to be a low 43 for Ranger. He goes into P3 in a 43.4. That's a strong lap there.
Jamie, he's 9 tenths up, so he's on course for taking provisional pole at the moment.
And a mid 42 here. He'll probably find some time in the last couple of corners. I think we could see a low 42 here from Jamie inbound.
I think I'm going to predict it 42.3.
I am going to agree because you're usually absolutely bang on.
I don't know why I'm bang on, but let's see. Does he do it?
It's looking good for it, it's looking good for it. Oh, and it's a 42.4 from Jamie, takes pole by 0.3 of a second. Very, very close. 8/100ths of a second and you would have got it.
Yeah, it's not much in the final sector, as it's most time gained. Or the biggest
Adam's invalidated. What? Oh, Rob Wills is having some big internet issues there. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, that's not going to be nice for some of the drivers.
Yes, I would agree, that is not fun. Oh, I have just went on board with Jamie, absolutely steamrolling over turn 4, chicane, not taking the corner and cutting the circuit.
That might be a penalty for Jamie there, he's getting another lap. He is
You get blocked again, Mikey. Yikes.
He's trying to get around for another lap, but it's too late now.
He's run out of fuel as well.
Yeah, that's Jamie's qualifying.
How is he going so fast with no fuel? Adam's not got it on the right setting, I don't think.
No, 120 miles per hour is right for hard. He's probably using energy at the same time.
Oh yeah, that's how he's keeping the speed up, you're absolutely right.
He'd be much faster on the easy one. Anyways, there's a few drivers yet to set that. Greenfingers and Adam as well. Nelly hasn't even left the pits yet. Probably going for starting from the back, maybe. Skarma on a flying up on the softs. Mike on an outlap on the softs. So he's got one more go at it. Chiv is on the lap at the moment on his softs.
Yeah, I agree, SPW. That's 2 or 3 qualies on the bounce. Somebody's blocked his hot lap. Oh, and Adam's clipped the inside curb going up a Rouge and it's brought the car round, and how he is very lucky, hit the barrier nose clean there and never touched it with his wheel. He's managed to keep himself out the wall though. That'd be a session over though. So he will start, and Jamie's out. Jamie is out. Where is he in the pits? Yeah, that's fair.
There comes Chiv anyway. Is this his first qualifying?
It is. It is his first run.
He's coming up to the chicane. He's got 44.7 on the mediums. I think he wants to really jump up the field here. I think he'll go to P5 with this lap. He does. 0.5.
Rob Wills next. We have a McLaren. This could be actually Nelly. Oh, it's not. It's Skarma.
Well.
Skarma 1.7 seconds up. Skarma going to improve here. He goes up to P10.
Adam stopped in the chicane. He's going to get disqualified. Is he away? No, he's going now.
So is this? It's Sen on an outlap. Merco just getting out of the way. There's a train of cars here coming up the back straight here, I hope. don't really know what's going on. I think Matoman is on a lap at the moment, right?
Oh, F. Lewis in the wall.
Oh,
What's
is it?
happened? And he was stuck there for a second there. Full lock at one side, but he's coming out of it. And
That's strange. Doing his best to
a
stay the
lot
way,
of
one
drivers
I'm
having
sure
some
he'll say.
strange moments at the end of qualifying. Hope they're okay.
So we have Mike is on a laps coming through bus stop. Can he improve? He's 15.2 seconds up, so where does he go? And he gets into P3 in a 42.9. I think with no line, that's a good effort.
It's a good effort from him, considering he's not running line.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, can Ecos Shifters take pole position though? He only needs to gain quarter of a second.
He's only a tenth up. Let's see the sector 2 split. He's 4.5 tenths up, Jensen. This could be mighty, mighty close.
And watch out for Mirko as well. Mirko's on a flying lap. He's coming through. Rob Wills went up to
Nelly about to cross the line as well. It's a crucial lap for Nelly. Where does he go?
Nah, that was Skarma.
Oh, maybe Skarma.
Skarma goes up to P9 though, on the soft. Eco Shifters.
He has a moment through the last corner.
Oh,
no, and that's
no,
going to be it.
out.
He's cost himself pole. I think he was up there. Let's see, I think Rob Wills will be our next man round. Mike has finished his lap. So it's going to be Rob Wills, but he's in low fuel mode. So Merkel's going to be our next man. Let's hope the guys see him coming.
He's got.
Oh, and he's going to have a slow car here, Senna.
Oh, he spun the car, Senna. But can Mirko complete the lap? Here he comes, Mirko. Can he take pole position? He goes P3. Here comes Nelly as well. Nelly goes to P6.
I'm trying to see if we're missing anybody else.
The two championship contenders, really. Last season's champion and the championship leader not having great qualifying sessions. Jamie Embright on pole. Then J&Tex peels off into the pits. Adam crosses the line. That is it for qualifying, Chris.
Yes, Jamie on pole. Shifters though, I think he looked just to have a bit more pace. It'd be interesting. Jamie never quite got the last run. We know he probably had a little bit more pace in the tank as well. I'm unsure, SPW. I always say as a league racer, I think it should be an unwritten rule that everybody must use full track map, because then you don't need to look behind. Well done, Jamie, good job. I see you joining in the chat. Very good pole position. As I was just saying there, I know it was tight for you to get out for the last run, but you probably had some more time in the pocket. I think it was going to be close there between yourself and Shifters. And yes, SPW, I agree, Merkel is the flying Swede. But there it is, Jamie takes pole, Shifters in P2, Merkel 3, Mike 4, Rob Wills 5, Nelly 6, Mataman P7, Ranger 8, Shiv P9 and ENTXJ rounds out the top 10. Then we've got Skarma, F. Lewis, Pedro, Mikey, Senna, Mitch, Fingers and Dixie, our only man that not to set a lap time, bringing up the rear of the pack. Super Swede, Yagun. You're a goon. Hope you sit in a cactus. So, no delays, no breaks. It's not been that way for a little while, so we will get straight into racing. And Jensen, would you like the privileges of lights out? Because I don't think you've had one in a while, have you?
I guess.
And I will try and keep my beady eyes on what's going on at the back of the grid. So I think all of our top 10 does start softs. Everybody got off the medium tyre. Could be wrong. I wouldn't trust it, I say. Cacti, no, I want you to sit in several. SPW. So. Oh no, that's right. No, I just want you to sit in one. Oh, I don't even know. Leave me alone, my brain's broken. You really hurt my head there. I mean, try to work out cactus and cacti, so that's just poor form, man. David Jarvis, happy with that quality. David Jarvis, what is your gamer tag, sir? I don't know David Jarvis. Is that DXT Center maybe? Could be. Can't understand a word you are saying. Well, go eat a chicken.
I can understand.
I know, I think he's just at it.
Yeah, what a prick.
I think he just says that because he's got a mouthful of mushrooms. So we will go for some position change, telemetry at the start and our interval gap.
Everyone that stops in the top 11. And then everyone below on the mediums, apart from Mitch, who's also on the softs.
Yeah, we'll give her no one Ashu Devon boy.
I'd rather be from Devon than Northern Ireland.
Hey,
so.
Devon makes good custard. Mikey podium SPW, I like it. Mikey scores a podium here. I will say on stream Northern Ireland is the best. Oh, I just said it. Oh, that was stupid.
Oh no. Oh, Mikey doesn't even have a helmet on, so you know, that little bit less weight.
Let's hope Dixie can keep his nose out the back of other cars for the start of a race and out of any nonsense in turn 1 and get himself actually into a race for once.
What's it, Chris? You see Mikey doesn't have a helmet.
No mic for Mikey, no helmet for Mikey. 15 penalty points for just wearing the fire mask. So I'm going to quickly grab the restroom, Jensen, before we start. I think that's smart. 1 second. I am back. And it's a very slow. Oh, and it's got a lot of people disqualified there in the backing up. Guys just need to, yeah. And another 2 away as well.
So is that everyone coming on together?
Yes.
So, a few disqualified there, so they're gonna be really cold tyres. So I think they're gonna be all the other drivers gonna be aware of that. But Jamie Owen on pole. Don't know if that's his, whatever, how many poles he's got now, but he will be leading into turn 1. But pole is never always the best place.
Oh no.
Spa. But here come the lights for the Belgium Grand Prix of OTL Railway, and it's a great start from Jamie, and he's going to cover off the outside, and there goes Shifty's going around the outside. He's going to try and make the move stick around the outside as they go down to Eau Rouge. There's a few cars off at the back, but it looks pretty much clean as they go down to Eau Rouge. Shifters on the inside, Jamie on the outside. They're committing to the corner, and Jamie holds on to the lead as they go through the Camel Straight, and everything's going on at the back. Ranger already picking up a penalty. Shifter's going to get a move into Les Combes. No, he's not. Jamie's going to keep the lead of the race as they go through Les Combes. There's some more wheel to wheel.
And yeah, JN takes an F Lewis there, managed to make a good move there, and we've got somebody round. Ranger just went round. He's got to be careful there as he gets back on track. I think we might avoid a safety call there.
He's got wing damage, and I think he may have diffuser damage as well. Hit the rear of his car in the wall.
Oh.
So it's going to be a bit of a
Nelly here now, and Matoman managed to gain a couple of sessions at the start of the race, but Nelly looks at the inside line now as they come down into the depths of sector 2. Can he send one round outside? Not quite this time around. He's going to put his car in a more defensive position because Rob is starting to look for a move. Biggest gainers in the opening lap, Scum up 3, we've got Dixie up 5, he's kept his nose clean, and look how much it's paid off for him. Mikey gained a couple, left Lewis up a couple as well. Matoman, as I said, up there too. Ranger, after that moment, down 10 positions. Pedro lost out a couple, Shiv out a couple, and Rob Wills down a couple as well.
Yeah, big changes in the field there. Biggest loser was Ranger, of course. Adams made massive ground, but everywhere else I think it's not changed too much. But Scum has made up 3 positions, and there goes Janetex on the inside. At the source, as they go down to Rouge again, Scum has got the line. Janetex still trying to get there,
and he just pulled
back out
in
there.
a little bit early there, did Skarma, and cut the nose off Jamie. Just need to be a little bit more aware of exactly how far you're ahead, but look at this, Nelly now in Matoman, he's absolutely coming for it. He's going to look at the inside line up into turn 4. Can he get the job done? Yes, he does. The inside line is a bit broken there. It's very hard to defend on the outside, and through Nelly goes now.
He's eyeing up the positions ahead. Ranger, I think he just retired. Just normal.
Yeah, just coming out the pits.
I don't think he wanted to continue with that. He may have had too much damage to do so. It's unfortunate for him. But
so I'm seeing timing gaps that are absolutely broken. This hot fix they're bringing out this week better formally fix the game. So what do we have further back? Let's actually see if we can fix that interval. It's not working. So keep it on the tyre for now. The intervals are being an absolute cock.
oh, Scarber almost had a nasty crash out of Stavalo.
So a good telltale sign I always feel at Spa for drivers that you know are carrying good early pace in the race are drivers that are still sitting very high on the
there goes
ERS.
Equal Shifters on the inside of the exit of the bus stop chicane. He's got the move done, I think. Well, Jamie Enright's on the inside, and Mirko's gone down the inside of both of them, and he cuts the corner a little bit. There's been a contact. Mike's going to join the battle as well. They're all together here. 4 cars almost alongside each other. Mirko's in the lead of the race though from that.
And
as
Nelly
they
now
go down
coming
the
to join the
straight,
battle as well, Jensen.
This has got really interesting. Jamie on the outside. What's Eco Shifter's going to do? He's going to go on the outside as well. He's going to go on the inside of Jamie. Jamie's going to leave the room, but he's not going to commit to the move as Shifters, and they all filter back out.
And I tell you what, as of
there.
now, that was absolutely tremendous racing between the front 4 drivers there. One big wrong movement and it was going to cause a big crash, and they all managed to keep themselves away from each other.
Oh, watch out for Mirko, Mike. He is all over the back of you. He wants that position back, but I think for now he's going to have to hold on there. And people are careful of the warnings already. They don't want to pick up any penalties, and there's penalties massive around Spa.
And I think we're DRS trained all the way to P12.
God, Mirko, he's in the wall. He kept on going though. Barely any damage.
Somebody else had a moment as well. I think Matoman went round too, Jensen. Yes, he has, so he's going to fall all the way back now.
I think
was that just a drop on the car for Mirko? Mirko does have damage with a broken end plate. The good thing is, as you said earlier, you probably put the mediums on now and just go to the end.
Yeah, I think you should be able to do it.
Are you saying haha SPW because you're a jinx? And I think, oh, Skarma's get damage as well. He's going to have to come into the pits. He'll need to cut over the line there, but I don't think that's his fault at all. And look at Dixie now up inside the top 10 on his medium compound tyre. He's broke the DRS to Pedro and closing in on the front pack. This race is not over for Dixie.
Getting up there.
So let's see, will we have any more fighting? Here comes Shifters and Jamie, no ERS active, so he's not pushing to pass right now, and he's doing a bit of lifting coasting there even behind. So I think as it stands, Shifters feels he's got some pace in the pocket. He's not going to fight it too hard, although Jamie picks up the first penalty of the race. Now Shifter looks down the inside line, and they're going to go side by side, and he will get the better drive on the inside, and Jamie will need to concede the position for the moment.
Yeah, they gotta be careful. Warnings, we've seen them go wide and pick up warnings just like that. Rob Wills picks up the second penalty, so they're all starting to pick them up now. And Shifters has picked up his first warning right there. Mike still on none, Nelly on 1, J&Tex 2, F Lewis on 0, Chiv on 1, Mikey on none.
And I tell
Adam
you, you're starting to find some real pace here is young Mike. He is right there. Well, he seems to be really hanging the gears out there.
Yeah, he's...
I'm kind of gutted for Merkel. I think Merkel could have been in this top 5 fight at the moment.
There goes Jamie again. Got really close there to make a move, but he's just pulled back out. And he's just going to wait again, I think, for the camel straight.
Fair play to Shifters. Definitely giving space there, so...
And he's not even going full throttle, he's trying to let Jamie through here, wants the DRS. But it's just slowing up into Mike here.
There's some gamesmanship going on here, Jensen.
Here comes Nelly. Nelly is right in this battle as well. Nelly might get a triple toe down the straight. Mike could get a double toe here. There goes Jamie. Tries to go on the outside and go a little bit on the grass. Mike is on the full inside. Nelly's going to try and go down the inside of both of them as well. Nelly on the inside, he's going to try and take the position of Shifters, but he can't do that. But Mike has gained from that. Shifters has lost out massively.
And Mike's going to look for one down the inside now when Jamie tries to bait him into the wider line. Can he hook it up and pull it round? I think Jamie will cut that line off as he does in the end. Mike needs to stay behind for now. And this is turning into something absolutely spectacular, Jensen. The one who sounds like a girl will win. Oh my god, that might be them all then.
Yeah, look at the train though, they're all still with each other. F Lewis is the biggest winner out of this. He's not far at all off the lead, is he? Only 3.5 seconds.
Oh, and Mike's gonna drop the car! Whoa! How did Mike, he scares the life out of me doing stuff like this. The amount of moments I've seen the back end swap over not once, twice, but 3 times and somehow keep it out the wall is beyond me.
There we go, Mike getting closer again, not going to get a move. But I think Mike is starting to find the comfort zone here. Well, he can. Jamie M, right, he's trying to let the position go. It is the gamesmanship, isn't it?
Yes.
Chris, that you're on about. Jamie goes wide, try and let him go, but it's not going to happen. Jamie's going to have to carry on going. But there's Shifters on the outside now, going down into Rouge. Oh, and Shifters going to back out of that. Not surprising there.
Oh, and Shifters rear of the car, very light going up through a Rouge there, maybe.
There goes Nelly as well. Nelly on Shifters. Is he going to get in? Jamie is going to suffer big.
Oh, no.
Oh. Oh, that wasn't good.
As Nelly managed to somehow... Nelly picks up no damage there, and he's now going to go through in Jamie Enright.
I'm surprised Nelly didn't pick up damage there, got slammed.
Which is quite lucky, yeah, he was an innocent party, and I think Jamie's got damage. Jamie has something wrong with the car. He is very, very slow, Jensen.
That might be some floor damage, possibly, depending what damage model.
Oh, yeah.
He ran.
I think it's not good for Jamie at all, and he has been very, very reasonable here as he tries to cope with the damage, not holding the line up.
Oh, there's been a spinner, it's Nelly! Nelly has spun the car, he might have a bit of damage as well, possibly. Not as much as Jamie is looking to have, but
Mike... the race has just been blown wide open.
Mike is, yeah, 3 of the 4 leaders have basically been taken out of the race, or have took themselves out of the race. I think Nelly tried to go on the outside, Jamie tried closing the gap. I think he thought there was only one alongside him. But then,
yeah, that's from the offset there. That for me is it's a brutal incident, but it looks like a racing incident for me on the offset. Don't think any one driver done anything deliberately there. They'd kept it clean for 5 laps doing that stuff, so I don't see why somebody would just go out their way to put somebody in the wall, you know. I think that's just an unfortunate moment. But they continue. they're still in the race, and I think Shifters will come back with a vengeance.
There is still points to pick up, even if you finish the race, but you can pick up the points there. But Mike, he's in a comfortable zone now, leading this race.
It was a tough one, Jamie, honestly, mate, if you're watching it. Very much from the offset, it looked like just a big racing instant there. It was just three guys all jostling for pace. Nelly was in the inside. We had Shifters in the middle and yourself on the right, and when you came across Shifters, I don't think you realised Nelly was right at Shifters' back wheel as well. Shifters is trying to move with you and put Nelly into the wall as well. But I don't really blame any one driver there, to be honest, mate. I don't blame anybody.
I think the POV you really want to see, if you want to put something on any one of these Shifters, this is right in the middle of it, but I think looking at it, Jamie wasn't alongside Nelly, so he cut across, but I didn't know that Shifters was alongside him in some sort of way, but it happened.
Yeah, I agree. Mikey and F. Lewis looking very good, and F. Lewis knows he's looking good here. Rob Wells parking his car in all the right places, and Rob Wells gets out. He's out
Rob Wells hits. And F. Lewis needs to keep in that DRS. He needs to gain some time here on his teammate. F. Lewis could be looking at a third win of the season if he could make
look
this
at Dixie now,
work.
from the back of the grid to P16. He just needs to keep it chill, not get himself in any bother. And it's looking good. Nelly still going on his soft compound tyre with a yellow flag.
Out. He's crashed it, stabbed
and this is going to be a safety car.
It's a yellow flag, and I think that's all it's going to be.
Yeah, I think we're going to get away with that one.
Yeah. That's an unfortunate end for Shifters' debut race. And Nelly clawing his way back through the field as he's got past Adam.
But SPW, you're saying he has lots of energy, but you need to look at the fuel light. Having your fuel light on at Spa now is not good. He is going to need to do a lot of saving over the last few laps of the race.
I would watch out for Mikey. Mikey has 90%.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Look at his fuel. Yeah, if he wants to go, he probably needs to go now, because he will need to fuel save if that fuel light is on. He will not get to the end of the race. I'd be stunned.
At the moment, Gentex is carrying F. Lewis along a little bit here, and I don't know when they're going to pit. Is Mike going to pit this lap? It's lap 8, and he's
going in
for the medium tyre, I'm sure. So does Gentex, and
it's Nelly going to come in.
To the alternate strategy runners.
Nelly stays out. This is doing Dixie a favour, and look at Dixie, 90% energy himself. He is absolutely chilling. So he probably wants to be using a bit of energy here and just go with Nelly.
I think that's the plan, isn't it? He's not using anything though, he's going to lose out the DRS this time. But here comes Mikey. Mikey's going to take the race lead off F. Lewis into Lacom, and he's got it done. And the Red Bull driver is now into the lead of the race from 14th on the grid.
And at the moment, the alternate strategy is looking pretty strong.
Yeah, and just remember, those guys are going to be on the softs right at the end of the race, on the last 8 laps of the race. And
he picks up a penalty coming out the pits.
It's Chiv is out at the moment.
Oh, Chiv. Let's look at the battles further back. How is Jamie progressing now? Let's have a little watch on board to see if he's rectified the damage.
Now don't think he's got much damage that's affecting him too much, because he's driving the hell out of that car.
Yeah, he's pushing on now.
Yeah. Doesn't look like much damage.
Look at young Pedro up there in P5 and his medium tyre as well. He's having a good old time at the moment.
Yeah, they're all chilling, Chris, all these guys on the Ultra Strat. They're just waiting, just letting the chaos unfold on there.
I think
Normal strap
the
guys.
medium guys get helped
Oh,
out
there's
a
been
lot.
It's Skarmo has had a spin.
The medium guys get helped out a lot by the front guys all fighting for like 5-6 laps and not really pulling away. The one male just getting hold on to, so...
Is Nelly.
And Dixie now goes into that P3 position.
Yeah, F. Lewis is going for an attack on Mikey. He's not going to get the move done near the start. I think Mikey needs to save his fuel. I think he was expecting a safety car.
And there's Mike now getting through in Pedro on his new medium compound. Couple of seconds to Dixie and then a 10-second gap to the leaders is Mike, so let's actually look. His leader gap 13.3 seconds, so he will have the time these guys box in the medium. I think Mike will have about 10 seconds on them. So we hit the point in the race where we get a little bit of a lull. And Spa does this, especially after the first pit stops. Nelly picks up a penalty, that is very unusual.
Yeah, that's huge for the race.
Let's have a look at the penalties actually. Green fingers on 9,
really
Mitch on
wide.
6. And the rest of the drivers on 3. Sorry, Jensen.
Mike avoided that. He avoided that warning there. Very, took it very wide and then back on a little bit later. So Mike is coming up on Adam here. Is Adam going to give way to Mike, or is he going to fight it? At the moment, Mike and
F. Lewis, I think, will get the move done, and Mikey here as well. But
Adam's got
Mikey's
a
got
lot of energy.
so much, yeah, so does Mikey. Oh, Adam, stay off that inside curb, you donkey.
And he's not going to fight it. Mike is going to
He's
take
just
that
going to let him
position
go.
with ease as he moves.
Right, Adam's time to start burning your energy and try and stay with a fresh tyre and use Michael to try and close that distance. Although Mike's new tyre is absolutely ripping him down the road.
Yeah, these alternate strat guys, they're starting to suffer a little bit here as Mike is clawing the gap back.
Senna now picks up a time penalty. So if guys keep the time penalties down, that's going to change a lot near the end of the race as well. So where is... I'm interested to see how this fight's all going to play out now. I think Mikey and F. Lewis can do with not fighting each other and just kind of use each other to keep the pace up. Because their fight now is with Mike. It's going to be when they box, can they hunt him down?
F. Lewis, I think, yeah, he's going to get a move done. I think again he's going to retake the lead in the race. Going down the camel straight. This time he's going to spend the energy. Mikey ain't defending. Oh, he got really close, but he didn't make contact.
Good reaction
broke in
there.
time. Yeah, and I don't think much time was lost there for F. Lewis as he retakes the lead in the race. But
I don't really think Mikey done anything there either. I think just him going to the centre of the circuit made F. Lewis unsure of exactly what side he was going to go. And he was worried of putting his car beside him in case maybe of an incident there. Could be wrong.
there we go then.
Matoman starting to charge back through. He's on the hard compound tyre, so that's an interesting call from Matt.
Oh, DXC Senna, he's had a moment out of turn 8. And he
And
returns
he's
to the
got
track,
damage.
just
No
about
damage.
avoided that. And he just had a half spin there and he just avoided the wall, I think. But he continues.
And I think Mikey just needs to push now. Mikey needs to take the race into his own hands with that energy advantage. Unless he plans to keep it, to use it all on the soft.
There's been a yellow flag, and that is Mitch, I think.
Oh, and this
At
guy.
Rouge. And
No,
it might have just been a spin.
Yeah, I think so. He's got some damage, but I think we'll have a safety car. Oh, and F. Lewis is boxed. For some reason, I don't have that on my
An
screen.
early stop for F. Lewis. That's going to be the soft tyres. So he's going to try and undercut Mikey, I think. Try and get a gap on a outlap.
So I wonder if Mikey's going to spend a bit of the energy now, push on a bit, and try and use a bit of the pace in the car to nullify F. Lewis's attempt at the undercut, but the fresh tyre is massively overpowered. It's Pedro boxes for his soft compound tyre as well.
7.5 seconds then from F. Lewis to Mike. Can F. Lewis claw that gap? Can ask, but it's possible.
What is it, 17 seconds?
It's 7 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
And oh my god.
What's up?
Oh, don't worry.
So looking at it just now, 9 laps to go. I'm trying to
Might
think.
be a cheeky sod with the track limits.
Oh.
Give an official race director's warning.
Get told Michael and Merkel picks up a time penalty.
I guess Mikey in the pits.
So let's watch F. Lewis. This is going to be the interesting one to see if this battle respawns or F. Lewis has managed to find some time. Dixie's going to box away off his medium compound now.
I think F. Lewis is going to take the position of Mikey here. And yeah, F. Lewis has got quite a good little gap, and as they come out of the pits, there goes F. Lewis on the inside of J6. He takes P2 up the hill, and Mitch is out. He's had a crash.
This is going to be a safety car this time, and
it is
BSC.
a BSC.
Oh, and JN takes. Oh no, they've had a small rub.
There's a safety car now.
Safety car out.
Safety car. And F. Lewis's race. Oh, this is played into his hands.
Yeah, Dixie just boxing as well. He's just on the fresh soft, so he gets a bit of an advantage. He needs to keep it close to the delta. Do not get yourself a penalty. And if all these guys, they probably will box now for a fresh soft, you steal some track position.
I think F. Lewis would be prying his hands right now.
Yes, I certainly would be.
Enjoy. Can he get his teammate? Or is Mike going to stay out? Or is he going to come in for the soft tyres? Track position or pace? What does he want? I think he'll probably go track position, to be honest. I think he's in a comfortable zone in those tyres. But you never know.
Mike's got a nice bit of a gap. He's not going to fall too far back if he boxes.
So here we go. Mike, he's coming into the pits. He is not going for track position. He is going for the tyres. And I think he will drop behind Nelly. Possibly.
Jamie's in. Mataman
Nelly
goes
going
in.
to stay
Everybody. No,
Nelly
he's going
is going
in.
to come into the pits as well. Most
So
of
this
those
is your
pits,
time, Dixie. You get yourself
so
up that
this
track.
is not done F. Lewis or Mikey too well, because everyone has pitted for the tyres. Mike,
Go
on
Adam,
those
go.
softs. And Adam. Oh, go on, Adam. Take those positions.
Come on,
And-
push, push, push. You need to get him before the safety car line.
Hey,
Oh, unlucky. No, you need to stay behind Adam.
And he's going for it anyways.
No, yeah, he was
didn't
trying too
realise
much
that.
there. So he's behind Jamie, in front of Matt. P5 though for Adam, that's solid. That's a nice bit of gaining, at least he's got the positions for free and not had to come and take them, and now he just needs to defend it.
So, we're in a new situation here. F. Lewis, the race leader, can he hold on to the win? Can Mikey do anything about it? Can Mike do anything about it? Mikey is now in the positive fuel, so his fuel issues are pretty much sorted.
Yes.
So he could be in with a chance here.
Game on.
Yeah.
We're probably going to have about 5 racing laps, I would think, looking at the pack at the moment.
Yeah, but I think it'll be 6 racing laps.
And oh yes, and at the end of 16. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think we'll do one more lap. So the running order as it stands after everybody taking their pit stop for the safety car: F. Lewis in P1, Mikey 2, Mike 3, Jamie 4, recovering very well, should I say, Jamie. So that's been a great effort for him. Dixie up to P5, he's a very strong race. Matoman 6, JNTech 7, Rob Wells 8, Senna 9, Nelly in P10, Shiv in 11, Pedro 12, Fingers 13, Merkel 14. Hopefully Merkel can use this opportunity to recover some distance that he lost and could never really get back after that early spin. And Skarma as well, one of our earlier spinners, and it's very hard once you drop the DRS train at Spa. It's very, very hard to keep the pace up of the lead cars. You kind of just fall into no man's land. So, a lot to play for.
So I think Adam, he's waiting here. He wants something to happen ahead, I think. He just needs something to happen ahead. Just keep where he is, and then I think that might be it. And I see something possibly happening ahead, Chris. Definitely with Mike trying to come through.
Yes. Gives us some excitement though.
As well. Yeah, Jamie Emright's going to be one as well. He's back into the leading positions. So,
and we know F. Lewis and Mikey will not go down without fighting.
Yeah, Mike, he doesn't want to lose to his teammate as well.
There's people that could do with some recovery driving off the restart. Nelly, Merkel will be looking for something big, I'm sure. If he can get himself up back inside the top 10 for the end of this race, I think that'd be a great effort.
I think the only drivers that really have a chance now: Skarma, Pedro, Chiv,
Look on board.
Adam, Mike, Mikey, and Lewis. The safety car will be in this lap. So, time to get ready for a restart, Chris.
Yes, I think they're all looking like a new tyre to me, SPW. Yes, I would agree with your comment. I think they're all new, apart from F. Lewis and Senna's, who are a couple of laps old. But still, very good performance to come of the tyre. So F. Lewis takes control as the safety car scampers away, and it's his job now to release the pack when he sees fit. You have some tough choices at Spa. You don't want to go too early. You have people a big toe. The toe is the thing you do not want to give, so going as late as possible could be big. You might see F. Lewis here scroll all the way to the last corner and then just got a big exit.
F. Lewis, he's going to go now, I think.
And he will go out the bus stop, and he has. So he's got the foot down.
Yeah, here comes Mike. What's Mike going to do into turn 1? Is he going to stay there? He is. He's going to have to wait. He doesn't want Jamie to pounce on him while he's napping away at this.
Senna and Nelly going side by side out the first corner as well. We'll go on board as this because they're going to go side by side as they go down into Eau Rouge. Is Senna going to keep his nose in there? There's some good racing
Mike
there.
and Mikey, they got a good run on F. Lewis. F. Lewis had a terrible run through Rouge and Radion. They're going to go 3 wide into Lake Kong. Mike's going to back out of it. I think that was the right move there. They don't want to go 3 wide, and Mikey gets shoved a little bit. They go wheel to wheel through this little section, and Jamie Enright is just hanging back there. And he goes around the outside of Mike. Does he get the move done? He's on the inside for the no-name corner. Mike tries to hang around the outside. They go wheel to wheel again, down into corn. And Jamie Enright holds it on the inside. They're going wheel to wheel again, but Jamie Enright backs out
between
there.
the boys here. It's absolutely brilliant stuff.
And Scarman picks up a penalty. Mataman picks up a penalty.
On Mataman's round!
Oh no! But this is benefiting Adam here. Adam is just hanging there, just waiting for something to happen, just like that.
And he needs to keep using the ERS. He needs to understand that these guys are going to burn like mad. Stay on it. He's got JN Tex though, not far behind here.
Again. He is going for it again on Mikey.
And Jamie Enright and Mike as well, maybe having a bit of moment.
Oh,
Jamie
goes
really miles back. Wow, that was a huge move in the break. Small bit of contact, but they both get away with it. Whew.
Here we go. What is going to happen? Rob Wills overtakes Adam on the outside. He takes P6. Mikey's got a bit of a gap here, so I think he'll be safe this lap as they go. And Mike and Jamie are going to be the ones fighting out here on this lap. Here comes Mike. He's using the energy. He can't get through. Jamie using defend, and they're going to hold position this lap. And next lap they're going to have DRS, and I don't think they're going to get away from each other until the end of the race. So,
come on Adam, keep your head down, settle. Good points in order here, guys, all in front of you with penalties. Oh, and Mike keeps it in check. We've got another car round. That's Green Fingers. Has he got damage? Yes, he has. I don't think it'll be a safety car low.
I think Green Fingers is just going to try and hang it out to the end of the race now. There could still be a safety car in the next 1.5 laps. Mikey just needs to make it to the line and start lap 20 to prevent that from happening. So I think that's probably what he wants at the moment. Mike, he needs to get a move on past Jamie Enright here to have a chance of winning this race. Jamie is using everything. Sorry.
No, you're
he's
good.
He's going through someone on the outside now, going to the bus stop chicane. He's going to go around the outside of F. Lewis. They're going to give each other space. Jamie gets through. He shoves F. Lewis off there. The gentleman's agreement of space came to nothing at the end of that. Jamie Enright taking that away, and now can he get Mikey and pull a gap here as Mike is hanging back here. There goes Mikey through Rouge. Jamie Enright is going to use his energy. Mikey is...
Oh, what's happened there?
Oh! The 2 Alfa Romeos! They've come together, Chris! Oh my god, what has happened there? And it's a safety car. And, oh my...
Has Mike got damage?
He's missing his wing.
Yes, he does.
What has happened to the Alfa Romeo, guys? That is actually... Oh,
safety car out. Adam is on for the podium.
Come on, Adam, hold it in there. And Mike has to pick.
That was so strange, SPW. Did you see that from the onboard? That just...
Chib is on for a P3. Pedro could get a podium if there's a penalty ahead.
Oh, it's looking good.
Yeah,
I feel Mikey's got this.
Mikey is in prime position though. He's just going to stay out, hanging out. He knows there's a penalty behind. He knows Mike has no wing, probably. Don't know. But Mikey, come on, hang it in there, Mikey. You could get this to win his first race. And I don't know how long it's been, Chris. He's been with us since F1 2019, and it's F1 2021 now.
Is this going to be his first one?
Yet. Yes, I think it will be.
Oh wow! Oh come on, Mikey!
Yes. That would be big for Mikey.
And Mike, of course, needs to box.
Yeah, and there they go through. Adam up to 6th. And
Net
those
P2
penalties,
if he can stay in the pocket. He just needs to keep his head down.
I think maybe a P3. I think Jamie Enright might be able to get away, possibly. But
I'll go for a restroom break before this last explosive 2 laps.
Mike is still in his race. He's P14. He has no penalties. He just needs to claw his way through. And he can potentially get Pedro and Chiv, maybe. As long as he doesn't get Adam.
So safety car will win this lap, right?
It will, yeah. This is the final sprint of the race. 2 laps.
So I don't get heating those tyres. Ethan,
It'll
what?
be Adam's second podium. I think we've forgotten about his win in Monaco. But this will be his second podium of the season. I want Pedro to get this podium. I think he could if he gets Chiv and possibly keeps there, he could possibly have a chance, but we'll see what happens. Anything can happen on these final few laps.
It's all to play for, man.
And Mike in P14 as well, Chris. Remember the penalties ahead. I think Mike may have a chance to claw some points back. I don't know who might be blamed there at Alfa Romeo, but it's going to be a tough debrief for them.
Oh, yes.
And
looked a very strange one.
But anyways, Mikey warming those tyres, controlling this restart. I think he wants to try and get the biggest jump possible. He wants to catch him off guard. And he goes now. And it wasn't too good for him actually, as Jamie keeps there, just about. But can he keep the lead for these last 2 laps? Here we go. So at the moment, Nelly making the move on Rob, Mataman on Pedro, already a lot of overtakes going on. What is Mike going to be doing? DXT Senna makes a move on Greenfingers on the exit of the source. And
Pedro's
Jamie
picked up the penalty, so that's going to impact his chances.
Pedro.
But more critically, Adam has the
Here
gap.
comes Jamie Enright on the outside of Mike. He tries to go around the outside. They make contact. Oh, that may be a bit too little space there, my friend. And Adam might be on course for a victory again, possibly. If Jamie Enright picks up a penalty for that incident with Mikey, so that's really unfortunate for Mikey there, and he's going back because I think he's, yeah, that is really, really unfortunate there. Mike picks up a penalty, and depends how it's seen as, but my eyes, I think Jamie left him not enough space. JNTX could win this race if there's a penalty awarded to Jamie Enright and he gets to get to Adam, so it's all to play for still. I think Jamie Enright's comfortably got this provisionally at the moment.
Yes.
And Matterman and Chiv, they're going wheel to wheel. Chiv, is he going to try and get by? He cannot at that moment. And at the moment, Adam is on for a podium.
Right, come on, Dixie, 60% energy. That should be absolutely dead by the end of this lap. Do not have a seconds worth left. It's right there for you. Let's look at the penalty situations on the last lap. Rob Wills has 8 seconds and Merkel is 6, so Adam just needs to get the car home and he will sit on the podium.
Yeah, and JTX could be looking at...
Oh, he nearly dropped the car.
Good catch there from JTX. And I think Adams just needs to stick within 5 seconds of him. Just think the case.
Oh, and Matoman sneaks through there on the inside of Merkel, so he's going to get through for position. Don't think the podium is on for Matoman quite, but maybe P4 here. Oh no, and that's it over. He picks up another penalty.
And that might have just cost him a few positions there, maybe down to P8. And there's been a battle going on here. Mike is off track. He's rallying across the grass, and it's not what he wanted. Again, he's on for a P10 at the moment. It's still points, but it's not gone well. Scarlett really close to the wall, but Jamie M, right? He's got to come to the bus stop chicane, and he's going to provisionally win this Grand Prix. But what will happen post-race as Adam and Matterman go side by side? This might cost Adam a position here. Adam goes wide, but Adam's going to hold on to the podium.
And he gets
in the end.
He gets the P3 shift, goes to Pedro P5.
And it's all gone all over the place there, but...
Wow, what a race. Yeah. What an ending. Dixie gets the driver of the day. A very well deserved driver as well. Nelly in the chat, Nelly super unfought. Nelly, did you collect the car that had spun? Was it an unghosted car for some reason?
Well, let's just say Jamie O'Rourke wins. Missed a little bit of controversy there in the final few laps, but we're going to go off the results now. He wins, JNTX P2, Adam with a podium once again, Chiv on his debut P4, which is a great result, Pedro P5, Matman P6, just about missed out on a P5 there, possibly even more, with Scarman P7, Mirko P8, Mike, that collision might have cost him a race victory there, gets P9, Rob Wills P10, and Dixie Senna P11, Green Fingers, Nelly.
Oh, Mikey. Nelly, that is horrible, bro. So, Nelly hit the spun Mikey, facing the wrong way on track. For some reason, it never ghosted, and he just could not get out the way. Ah, that's so unfortunate.
Well, all I can say is they'll still get points at least, but it's not probably the way they wanted to end their races. Nelly or Mikey, and the retirees, Seth Lewis, Mitch Shifters, and Ranger. So they all leave this race without anything, unfortunately.
So let's get the Dixie man, Mr. ENTXJ, and Jamie.
My input, or you got it?
Are you needing to snip away?
No. If I need to invite them on.
Oh, if you can get Jamie would be good. That's the one I always take ages to find. I can get the other two. I'll add them in just now.
Yeah, I got him. Alright. Well then. Chaotic race. Let's talk to the drivers whenever they join.
Yeah, it was a solid drive, Nelly. Solid recovery. It was so close. The early incident as well. It was an interesting one from our standpoint. We never couldn't really blame anybody in the early one. It was 4 guys racing with their hearts out very fairly, and unfortunately, a big movement at the wrong time can obviously be detrimental to somebody's racing. Unfortunately, you were the guy in the receiving end of it, so. So we have
Anyway,
Adam, we wait,
yep.
and ENTXJ and Jamie.
Oh, well, am I the first one in?
Well done, Adam.
I knew I should have fucking. Oops, excuse my language. Started singing.
Hey!
little bit shocked.
There's JNTX, we got 2.
Adam, come back to your computer, please. You're lagging like
Yes.
mad.
Oh, I was just grabbing a cigarette.
No. So yourself or myself, Jensen? How do you wish to do it?
I'll give it a go.
Carry on, sure.
Just see
Oh.
if Jamie.
Bless me. I think he could be busy on Discord disputing things.
I'm just gonna tag him and see if he does, if he doesn't. I'm just gonna go third to first anyway, if we don't have Jamie in, but... Anyways, go to Adam. P3.
Yes.
The first podium since Monaco. A bit of a chaotic ending to the race. We saw you there with no penalties. Just hanging on to the gaps there, but... yeah, talk us through your race and how you keep away from...
Our quali was absolute rubbish. So it was. I don't know. I've raced Spa a couple of times last week. I felt comfortable. Didn't think I'd finish where I did. So it was just more of enjoying myself racing, which I was. I was enjoying it. And then obviously all the late drama, the safety car, just as I'd come back out the pits on my softs. And it was just managing the gap. Obviously I lost out in the first safety car in the end, three, 4 places. But then the next safety car, and then it was literally just getting to the window and I can finish 5th. And then Mikey and Nelly ended up spinning, and then it was right, I can get a podium here. So it was, is what it was. I mean, deserved podium? No. Consistent race? Yes. Happy?
I mean, you stayed
of
out
course
the
I am.
penalties, so you could give yourself an accolade of...
Yeah,
deserving
I mean, I'm
that.
happy with it. I'll pat myself on the back all week long until next week. Chris won't hear the end of it on Rust. He'll not hear the end of it. Absolutely
What,
not.
just like the
But-
Monaco one.
Just like Monaco, yes. But what happens in front, I feel for Mike. First race with no line, he was absolutely smashing it. And Mikey, great strat, safety car, obviously put him in a position to win. Ended up out the race, so it's disappointing for them.
Yeah.
I am happy with the podium. It was a good race to be in. And this bloke, Jay, I was looking at the standings earlier and I said to Chris, he's the only one to have finished every race this season.
Yeah, it's insane consistency from him. He's
So
huge
fair
for
play
him.
to Jay. Fair play
And-
to him.
Yeah.
Thank
Big-
you.
It was a big race from you there, Adam. Another podium, and you're actually
mean
not,
Jay?
you're not too far down in the championship. You're going to be gaining quite a few positions from that, I reckon. Especially on Mikey, Skarma, F. Lewis, all those that didn't stop. But we're going to move on to who you did, who we were talking about there, with the consistency. Jay, another podium, which is pretty alike for you this season, considering your results. And you closed the gap to Mike as well with that P2 finish. And it was quite a chaotic end to the race, like I said with Adam. But yeah, talk us through how, from your side, it looked.
I mean, I think this race I've overtook more cars that were sideways than actual overtakes, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I think that it was kind of inevitable when you have 4 really fast guys at the front not wanting to give each other too much room eventually anyway. That there was going to be crashes, there were going to be spins, so I just tried to stay consistent, tried to stay around it, keep the penalties down as best I can, and then see what happens by the end of the race. Very thankful for the safety car, otherwise I would be nowhere near second.
I mean, you kept it out of the troubles anyway. Of course, you had a first eye of that instant in the final couple of laps with Jamie and Mike, and in the end, capitalised from all those instants through the race. It was quite a crazy racing out the front, but in the end, you managed to yeah, keep right up with them to the end. You kept really close to Jamie at the end as well, even with your penalty and such. You were not dropping far off, which kept you ahead of Adam as well in the end, who didn't have a penalty. I expect you were trying to push away from him.
I'm going to penalise him. No, he's deserved it. I'm sorry to say, Joe, this season has been immense. Many races he's ended up in last, but he's ended up on the podium in some of them. So fair play to him.
I'm going to ask Jay a key question as well. Championship, are you thinking much about challenging for the Drivers' Championship? Mike he's having up and down races so far, it looks like. Of course, today he gained 13 points, I think, on him. So that brings the gap down to 57. Do you think you could possibly challenge for the championship? Maybe in the next 11?
I mean, look, I'm not even in the top 5 when it comes to, you know, fastest guys in this league.
You're second in the championship.
Off consistency, I think if these guys want to keep taking each other out, then yeah, there's a chance. But I think if we start having a few more cleaner races, then I don't think so. But maybe top 3 is on the cards. Maybe I can try.
Well, congratulations on the P2 today.
Thank you.
Really well driven, kept out of the trouble, and move on to the race winner of the race, Jamie, if he is there. And it was quite a hectic race for you, Jamie. All the way through, there was not really a lap that race where you weren't battling another driver throughout there. And
brilliant, man. I loved every minute of it. Like, with just the reserves coming in, like, just, I know I've raced shifters before and a lot of other leagues, but a good few of the other lads haven't, and I don't think they were expecting the pace from him, so it was like very tight battling all this long. But
yeah, there was
like between the top 4 of us, it's just 9 times out of 10 that's going to happen. Like, it's just how tight the racing was.
There's a few little games of all playing as well. It all brought everyone really close together, like only like quarter of a second separating on the straight. And I saw it was you and shifters were slowing down in turn 1. You're trying to get the DRS off each other there, and yeah, it made it quite interesting. Not just with viewers behind as well. It made it like 3 wides coming into Lacom. And of course, it didn't come without incidents. Of course, they had a big crash on the straight with Nelly and shifters, which looked a bit, I'd say it's a bit unfortunate. It was a bit everyone sticking their nose in there. But
I think
do you have any thoughts?
Just lads trying to block the slipstreams, and then since Nelly was kind of next to the grass, he tried to tap the grass, and it was chaos from there.
Yeah, and of course I think you picked up damage from that. You pitted quite early on. You went to mediums. You clawed your way back through again. You're up to P4, I think, and you pitted for the soft under the last safety car. Also, did you have any damage from the crash at all? Like any of that last thing?
Damage from
Was
the
that
first crash, yeah.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Well, then we got to the last safety car.
Damage over them on the grass, but luckily they didn't.
Well, we got to the last safety car anyway, and of course that instant with Mikey. What is your view on that, or do you think that will be investigated in some way?
He just stayed straight, like he didn't move on the straight, so I break the toe or anything. So I thought he was just being smart, like he wasn't going to battle it. Everyone else penalties, and he kind of just went to the right, and he wouldn't have even made the corner. Like he kind of held onto the grass, so I just went around. obviously he tried to stick his nose up the inside and didn't go well. I don't know, even if he does report it, I think it's just going to be a racing incident because I don't think there's much room that I could have left.
That's a fair opinion from you there, and in the end, you picked up the victory, which is at the moment your first of the season, or your first in OTL, and a bit later than I expected, or most probably expected you to pick it up with your pace, but at the moment, you may have launched yourself back into the championship possibly, if you could claw some points back up in the last few races.
Jamie, I've got to tell you this, when you was coming out the pits after pitting in the safety car, Mike was egging me on to get in front of you. I had ERS on and everything. He wanted me in front of you, and god damn it, I tried. But it didn't happen. But no, fair play to you again, mate. You showed solid pace. So fair play, good win. Good job.
Yeah, well done.
This fucking softener came out, they just got behind me for the ERS.
I think everyone's using each other for ERS, DRS. Oh, such on the straights there, that race. It was... I think everyone was just hoarding up everything there. But yeah, congratulations, Jane, on the win, and of course, Jay on the second, Adam on third. Chris, do you have anything to say for the drivers?
No, just very well done. It was a good effort. It was a fun race. I know that for some guys, it didn't turn out quite the way they wanted, but that's just how it is sometimes from a spectator standpoint. It was bloody electric. So yeah, I enjoyed that one. That was one of the better ones to certainly watch on. And yeah, I guess we need to make a driver of the day call from our side.
Who got it from the game?
You.
It was you.
Oh yes, I didn't see my game was on black screen for ages.
It's either Jamie for his recovery from the crash, Jay possibly as well. Adam definitely a contender.
I think Pedro deserves it in my humble opinion.
Who's this Pedro guy?
P5. I think he's threatened to score well, and it's not quite came. I think
was it that slow guy that I jumped off
He
the
did pick up
start?
a penalty at the end, but in the end it actually didn't do anything for him, as he was 4 seconds off Chiv in the end. So in the end, still P5 for Pedro, and I think he probably was. I don't know.
I've been splitting it the last couple of weeks, so we could always be nice.
Or give it to 2 people.
A point each.
That is your prerogative as comes. I've always given you that. You can, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do.
So if you had somebody slightly different from Pedro, we can give them a point each. I will give one to Pedro, and yeah.
I think Chiv as well. Chiv, he didn't pick up any penalties. He kept out of trouble. It was his debut race as well.
Yes.
I think Chiv definitely put on a good performance today, considering Adam got driver of the day point. And
disappointed in both of you, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean, if Chiv is a full-time driver, I mean,
Chiv is not. Chiv will reserve because he won't be able to make it every week.
Well, there'll probably be a point for Williams anyway. But
yeah,
Chiv
it will
be
go on
my
the
driver
constructors. Okay, cool.
But Pedro will probably be Chris's as well. Or say both of them are our driver of the day. But yeah,
so Chiv and Pedro.
Yes. So on that note,
cool.
I guess that is us for this evening. Thank you, Jensen, as always, for your company this evening. Well done to Jamie, to GNTX, to Adam, and unfortunate those that maybe didn't have the outcome they wanted. OTL will be back with Elite on Wednesday, and these guys will be back next Monday. Take care.
Hi, it is.